I'm John Prost.
I love that. God, I tell you. All right, say when. Hey everybody, I'm out once again in our community, and this time I'm somewhere very, very special. I stopped by the parade company in Detroit to see what they have in store for the America's Thanksgiving Day Parade, presented by Art Band. And I have the man himself showing me around, Tony Michaels, CEO of the Parade Company. There's so much to see on this episode of Coffee Break with John Prost. Oh, we're at the Parade Company. That's what this is called?
We are.
The Parade Company.
We are here.
And Tony Michaels has been here 8 years.
8 years.
You are the president of the Parade Company.
On the board years and years before taking over.
Anybody seeing this will have known you because you are very, very much out there. Now, my wife every day is told that she's the most loved and appreciated woman in the entire world. Now, I only do that every day, though.
That's very nice of you.
So, well, I mean,
I'm gonna call my husband.
you
Maybe
tell
you
him.
can give
That's
some tips.
no. See, men are terrible that way. They don't express themselves at all, you know.
We're working on it.
We're getting ready, John. We're getting ready. Yes.
How did you ever find the dream job? I mean, everybody's looking for the dream job. You found it. What happened?
My run had ended, you know, at the restaurant chain, and I was getting calls on various things, and somehow this all just happened, and Matt Cullen and I had a talk, and I kind of went through the program and so on, and said, how do we make this happen? And ultimately he called me, he goes, let's figure this out. And then I got calls from Sandy Pierce and other people say, hey, Tone, why don't you do this? And I do a couple of other small things on the outside, but not small for my world or their world. I help Gretchen Valade with the brand of the Jazz Festival. I help her with other things, who is actually the nicest human being I've ever met in my life.
The Parade Company here does do work for other organizations.
We do,
sometimes.
we put on some runs for people on the riverfront.
Well, and you make some money doing it, obviously.
We do. But separately, personally on the side, I get to help Gretchen with some things, the brand profile, who is just one of the most special people in the world.
Wow, that's neat. Okay, here we go. How big a staff do you have?
We have 14 people. 14 of the greatest young people you're ever going to meet. That's our team, along with 2,500 volunteers.
2,500.
200 companies sponsoring and helping us out. It doesn't stop. A board of directors and business leaders from throughout the entire region of 40 different people, and everybody with one mission. To make this great for the kids, the families of our city and of our region.
Oh, great. Tony.
Okay.
This is the team.
So we're America's Thanksgiving Parade presented by Art Band. So that makes this America's team right here. I mean, we have the greatest people in the world. Guys, you got a waiver on Grosse Point Cable? Yes.
How is it to work with this guy? He told him to say that. He told him to say that.
Oh, man. You know what? The whole team, we want to make it bigger, better, and cooler than ever.
Yeah.
And so all of the gears have to jive. And those are the things that keep you up. Making sure that we have all the gears in place and they all work.
Each of your team is involved in some part of the project, part of the involved. This one's in charge of this.
Operations,
this is operations,
volunteers, tours.
And the parade day, they all have something to do there.
Hey, no, seriously, they make it happen. They
That's great.
really do. And to watch it come together Thanksgiving morning is just a machine, a well-oiled machine that comes together.
That's great. Start needing to do the parade. I mean, I say not for you per se, you don't sleep, but the point is everybody else. What, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning?
3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
It's all, we're cranking
And
up.
you start right at?
We start right at the DIA.
Yep.
And we head right up. The floats are taken out that Wednesday.
Yes.
The Detroit police are the greatest group of human
yeah.
beings you'll ever meet.
Oh, yeah.
They escort us out on Wednesday. It is a sight to see as these floats head out from here all the way over to Woodward.
Hobnobble. The parade is how long?
About 2.8 miles,
Yeah.
2 hours,
Yeah, it's
and 63 units,
63 units.
bands, 26 floats, some crazy specialty groups. Maybe someday we'll see a return of the suitcase guys. You never know.
Well, were they here last year? I forgot.
No, we had Rosie and the river.
That's right.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. It is not only there for the million people on Woodward, but it's a huge television show. It's timed out to the second.
Oh, yeah.
With our amazing friends at WDIV.
They do a nice job.
As good as it gets. Marla Drutz and her team with Lori Oberman and Roe and everybody there are phenomenal human beings.
Okay, very good. Let's go. Okay, good.
Devin Skillian always tells me I want to do this forever. It's in his heart and soul. And this year, Carmen Harlan is one of our Grand Marshals.
She is.
Yes, she is, and she is so happy. It's going to be such a great day in just a couple of weeks from now.
When is she? Who is the Grand Marshal this year? That's not announced yet, is it?
We have Carmen Harlan, and we have one more coming.
One more coming. You've had so many people. You walk in, and you see all the.
Yeah.
You've had everybody.
Tim Allen.
Tim
Last year, Judge Damon Key.
Oh, of course.
Keegan Michael Key.
Oh, wow.
Art Van did it. Tony Early and Paul W. Smith.
I didn't realize all these people were Grand Marshals. I mean, when you look at who they are, it's quite amazing. So the New York parades or whatever, they're away from the crowd. Here's the crowd, and here's the parade. But in Detroit, the parade and the crowd are together, aren't they?
Yeah, we've kept the grassroots feeling of it. Even
Yes.
though, yeah, we have sponsors, we have all of that. But it's our belief it's got to be grassroots. It's about the people, it's for the people. So we really handle it that way. And we work with Marla and her team
Yes.
at Channel 4 to really have that come across. This is people enjoying something great. We're now the second largest parade in America, but we feel we're number one when it comes to the heart.
Yeah, you're there. That's an old one. Wow. The tours are terrific.
They are.
Lucy and I have done at least 2 or 3 tours.
Yeah.
Sometimes organizations pick this as their venue
Yes.
to come to, but the tours are terrific because you see everything, you experience everything, and if you're really a good person, you may get a red nose.
We might give you one if you don't
You're
act
good.
up. Yeah, the tours are running through here constantly.
Those are all volunteers that do that.
Yes, we have volunteer tour guides that we go through a class with them. Look, our volunteers do the tours. We have volunteer float drivers, balloon handlers, people along the parade. Everybody has their job.
Ta-da! I used to know how to play the piano. Not sure that I know how to do that now. So we'll have lined up along the street 1 million people, more or
Yeah,
less.
yeah.
My mother would bring me down with a ladder. We'd go on Woodward Avenue, climb the ladder, and then when my kids were there, we'd go to the little island across from the First National Building. We'd capture the island, and we would we would be there watching the whole thing. I mean, it's the most, you have to.
It's amazing, and the stories like yours
Yes.
do not stop. This is one of those heartfelt organizations, heartfelt events. People just care, and it allows us to keep it growing and keep making it better. And that is the key to this. And your story is, we have 1 million of those. 1 million. Our
Everybody has them.
Our
We
uncle
all
used to
remember
bring
it.
us down. John, our uncle used to bring us down. We never missed a parade, ever. We sat on little stools and ladders, and we did the whole
Now though, you really have, there are bleachers that you can purchase tickets for, things of that nature.
Yeah, we have
That's
some
great.
grandstands, not too many.
Not
We
too
try to
many.
limit it.
Yeah.
But we do have grandstands. We still have a few available right now. Gobble Gobble is on the 17th. There's a few tables still available for that on November 17th at Ford Field, our big fundraiser. There's a lot going on.
A lot going on. Where's the rest of the money come from?
Oh boy, look, we have a presenting sponsorship with our longtime great company, Art Van.
Well, the name of this is the
America's Thanksgiving Parade presented by Art Van. Absolutely,
That's
it's
it.
used everywhere. Big announcements coming about the extension of that. And other monies, and if I go into
Oh, that's right.
detail,
No, you
but
can't,
think about it. We have the Ford fireworks. I think Ford is
yes.
involved in both events, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, DTE, Huntington Bank, Strategic Staffing Solutions. Not only does a float in the parade, Cindy Paskey, but they're also our Turkey Trot title sponsor. The list doesn't stop, and we're very fortunate. But the key is, we have to make sure that we deliver, and we deliver with the heart for the people of Detroit, but we also deliver to our sponsors in what we give back, because this is a big deal. It's not inexpensive, and it is truly something you have to want to do for this community.
wow. The Clown Corps started about 25 years ago or something, right? And now you have a plethora. How many?
Last year we broke a record. The Distinguished Clowns presented by UHY now. We had 200 and we're capping it at 200. So we're getting close to that number right now on this date as this is airing.
Started with Austin Cantor, my old friend.
Way back
Who
last
was the
year's
first
Grand
clown.
Jester. Last year's Grand Jester.
Yes.
And Maggie Allisey and
Maggie
Tony
Allisey, well,
Early
of course.
and Dan Lepp and all of these people Matt Cullen, fellow
Matt
Grosse
loves
Pointer with you. And
That's been, oh yeah.
absolutely, it's the greatest group of people.
Are you
My
like-
wife is in her 7th year.
Oh, they see.
Yes, Raggedy Ann.
So you get one, you get a full costume that has no, it's a full, so
When you gotta go, you can't go.
that if you are there for 2 or 3 years.
Four. You gotta do 4 before you get that
two-
zipper and that
till you
whole. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy being a clown, John. It's really not. These are the big heads.
Oh yes.
200 big heads.
Yeah, and everybody has one.
Michigan Lottery is there for us with the big heads. Sean Moran, Jim Daly, a group of other guys years ago, in fact, when I was on the board, had an idea to create the Big Head Corps. They got young executives from all around our region to pay a couple $100 a piece, come and pick out their big head. And here now we have 150 big heads. We have social functions with these young executives throughout the year. And we're so thankful to Sean and Jim.
Yeah, that'd be Ernie Harwell, all the famous
Well, we got
people.
Sparky Anderson,
Sparky, Ernie Harwell,
Gordie Howe,
Yeah, right.
Magic Johnson, Barry Sanders, Bob Seeger.
Bob Seeger.
Yeah, we keep them under plastic. If you go underneath, there's Italian newspaper from the 60s.
Yes, I saw
and
this
50s.
before.
It is amazing. So every year we fix everything up and we get it to go. So
It's all newspaper.
yes.
Come on over here, take a look. Isn't that interesting? You still have some of the old Italy ones.
We have the largest collection in the country.
Yeah. But you make a lot. You make a
Now
lot
we
here.
make the new heads of Detroit.
Yeah, all the heads.
And this year that head is none other than
Who?
Carmen Harlan.
Oh yeah, that's very nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
We'll take a look at down here.
So then
That.
it all starts to come together over here.
Okay. Okay, I'm with you.
This year we've got 3 big brand new floats. We have some other smaller. Skillman Foundation is back. Tanya and her great group over there, phenomenal people, what they do for the city. Fago's in for the first time
No
with
kidding.
the birthday float. And then the 3 biggies. Art Van with something that this parade has never seen before. It is dinosaurs, and it's going to be great. And we rolled it out at the parade preview back in October. We also build, as you can see, all the metal work that went in building that dinosaur. And in order to get under the people mover, we have to have a brake point. So automatically, there's the brake point. It'll come down, we'll get it through the people mover, and then back up into the television zone. But that character is all being covered now, and then he'll be painted, and his face will be put on. That large dinosaur that you saw being made, there's his face.
There's
so you
the
can take
face.
a look at that.
Look at
It's
the
all
face.
being painted. It's all being set up.
Good
You
grief.
get a real good look here at the big guy.
This is
right here.
huge.
Isn't that huge?
Now,
really
is there
is.
all metal under there also?
All metal under that.
yeah.
Yep, all metal, all crafted. Yep.
God, that's amazing. That's amazing. It's amazing. Feel that?
SVS Vision, first time. We rolled that out recently. There's going to be ziplining over landmarks of our state and of our city. The zip liners are being finalized. They're going to be up
What
top.
about the height there? Can they get under that?
Yeah, that's 16 feet, so
16
that's
feet.
okay. But the tower, the light tower, Mackinac Light Tower,
Yes, okay. Come on.
that is the tallest piece we have ever produced at the parade company.
Oh my gosh.
It's over 30 feet in the air.
All of these are self-contained on automotive kind of thing?
Yeah. SBS is 3 massive pieces with a car underneath and somebody driving it. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, phenomenal float, all about their new line and how you live, how you have fun with your life, but done in the cutest way known to mankind. When people see these floats, they're just going to love what they see. This is DTE. This was brand new last year. That's just one piece of DTE. That building right there is the Lear building.
Okay.
Matt Simoncini, fellow Grosse Pointer.
Oh, yes.
Every year we keep adding to the Lear float.
Yes.
Matt is such a believer in this event. He gave us that drawing of the downtown building, their think tank building,
Yes.
about a year before that was actually done. And we built it and put it in the parade almost simultaneously when it was open. We have a big surprise coming from him this year.
Okay.
So stay tuned.
Stay
There's
tuned.
that Quicken Rocket.
Oh yeah, that's great. Oh my
Yep,
gosh,
yep,
look at that.
Yep,
That was last year?
that was last year. Yep, and that's in this year. This is the front piece of the Henry Ford Health System float.
Oh yes.
That's the beginning, and there's the big piece of it.
Oh, wow.
And that we had built that for the 100th anniversary of Henry Ford Hospital.
Yes.
Now it's 102.
102.
And we hope it continues forever.
Oh, it will.
They are such a great organization. They really are.
Yeah.
And there's so much more. There's the front of DTE. Their big message was the things that they do for the environment. And they do so much.
So much.
See the
Yes, they
canoe.
do.
And there's the DT representative and
Ford?
just so much. Ford over here. Come on over here. This is
Okay, good.
this is as good as it gets. We look at Ford and we say, wow, here's a local company that is global, does it everywhere, but never forgets their home. They never forget their home, and they're so involved with us. We're so fortunate. It just keeps going. Huntington Bank over there, you have to see that. It is the coolest thing. There's just a piece of Huntington. It goes on for about 110 feet. And you can see it's like welcome to their world. And we have almost like their honeycomb path to the things that they do in the community, and they care so much and they do so much.
Wow.
And I mean, just a great partner. We don't have a bad partner.
Oh, no, you have great
We have
people.
all great
Well, they
people.
wouldn't do this if they were bad.
No,
I mean, they would,
no.
This is loving. This
And
is
it's
a loving thing.
They're just going to love what they see.
It takes how long to produce a float?
Months. We begin by meeting with top management at the various organizations. We then listen very, very well.
Yeah.
We come back, we do think tanks. We then draw it up with our artist, Jimmy Thompson, and we go back. We probably do 4 iterations, John, back to the company before we settle, and now we're building. It takes 3 months to build a float.
Got the kids from creative studies,
We have our art director, Eric Schmidt, and his
Yes.
assistant, Alex Federko. Grosse
Yes,
Pointe
Grosse
kid,
Pointe kid.
great young man. And Tim Hansen, who's now full-time. And then we have all graduates of CCS, Michigan State, Wayne State, who are our sculpting artists.
Wow.
And they're working nonstop, making these things come to life based on the art that we've created. And we keep making the art crazier and crazier, and they keep staring at me going, we're really going to a level now, aren't we? And I said, yeah, we can get there. We can do zip lining on top of a float. I know we can.
The whole team.
Yeah.
Team.
Anybody you see in a blue shirt, our parade artists, those are the freelance artists that are hired by us.
Wow. Wow.
Come on over here and
All
show
right.
you some
Okay.
cool things.
Good. Okay.
These are amazing, amazing parade artists who are seasonal with us, and we love these people. They're like our family, but they're the most talented people I've ever come across.
Sure.
They take our drawings and they literally match them. They come to life, John. It is amazing, isn't it? This is our paint shop.
Yep.
You see they're matching every color, because when we finally go to approval with our sponsors,
Yeah.
everything has a color, right, that's been approved.
Yep.
Everybody likes bright. So we have our paint shop here where they literally paint. Every piece, once it's sculpted and set to go, comes into the paint shop and it's painted. And there's Russ, who's here with us every year, one of our freelance guys, one of the most talented people you'll ever meet.
Where'd you go to high school?
Well, actually, I lived in Michigan most of my life.
Yeah.
I went to Plymouth Salem out in Canton, but then
Got
I
it.
moved out to Phoenix for a few years.
Oh, you did?
I went to Gilbert High School.
Wow. So you're back now. That's good.
I moved back.
That's great.
We moved back after I graduated. Yeah.
That's great. And you painted all the stars on there, eh?
Yep.
Yeah, on both sides. Toski stone.
Yeah. How long did it take you to do that? It had to be all day.
A couple hours
Couple.
yesterday.
Couple hours.
Just the regular paints, and we put it on a big brush, and I had to like grab the brush and it spattered the paint
Yeah.
everywhere.
It's a spatter technique. It's actually pretty common. It's a pretty
interesting.
common way of painting a star field.
So when everybody when all of your sponsors and the whole world see the parade this year, and they always remember certain things. What's the ooh and the ah that they're going to remember? What is it going to be?
If I told you now, you can't do that.
Yes, it
There's a lot coming. But when people see these new floats, they are not going to believe it. Along with the ones we built last year and the year before, they are all spectacular.
But they're different in relationship to technology. That's changed dramatically.
The animation, you're going to see some really cool animation. We keep improving the animation. Much like last year, we did the Quicken Loans rocket.
Yes.
That went 25 feet in the air. Stay tuned this year with Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan when a character starts bopping the, I can't tell you.
Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me. That's okay. That's all right.
Check over here. These are volunteers from Quicken Loans.
Terrific.
And they're helping us.
Terrific.
Hello, Quicken team. How are you? So they're helping us out. And again, it's Quicken and Ford and Blue Cross and DT and everybody's coming here now.
They love this, and they love Detroit, and I grew up in Detroit, all that.
Sure.
But they also utilize the whole situation for team building. You have team, 14, you said 14, was it?
14 on our
team.
staff, yes.
Well, if I own a business and I want to be involved in Detroit, I want to be involved here, what better place to get my team involved? That's happened, hasn't it?
This week alone, we had 10 people from Quicken Loans every day. We had Ford, DTE, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. It doesn't stop with volunteers coming from the companies. They wear their great t-shirts,
Yeah.
they take pictures, they have lunch, and they're helping us. They're not gonna sculpt, but they're gonna paint, and they're gonna do great things, because we can't get to the end game without them. And those floats, so you know, those are 3-year contracts.
Oh, they
so
are.
each of those floats are good for 3 years, except Art Van is always 2. He's our presenting sponsor.
Oh, yeah.
So we do one every 2 years for us. More volunteers over here. Come on over here, you're gonna love
Okay,
this.
good.
You can see all these pizzas are being painted. Hello, thank you ladies. Thank you. Wave to the camera, say hello.
You're doing a little film here. So the devotion that people like yourself have to the goes beyond making a living, way beyond. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, look, this is a great company, great organization, and it's right for the city of Detroit. It's right for the kids, it's right for the families. Yeah, we get paid to do this, there's no question.
Sure.
But it is a different world. It's a great world. And it is, there is a moment where you do sit back on Thanksgiving Day and you look at the faces, the kids and the families, you say, wow, the team really did this, really put on something that those kids and those families will never forget, just like you don't forget, John. You're telling me about years ago, up on the scaffold watching the parade. We're creating something that you never forget. You know, it's interesting, in my career, every win, commercials, whatever I've done, has been with the heart. If people love what they're seeing, love what they're eating, love what they're watching, that's the big win.
That's
and
the
so
big win.
this is a heartfelt organization. There's so many. Can I tell you honestly, my favorite part of all is when I'm in a golf cart just before it starts zipping around and you see kids lining Woodward, anticipating something that they just don't see every day or may never get to see other than that morning, to see their faces.
That's it.
It is the prize of the morning. It really is. Because they're saying, Tony, the crowds were 30 deep for 3 miles. Kids were laughing, smiling. They were handing them beads. It's pretty special. It really is. We're the feel-good company. Our job is to keep people feeling good at all times. That's the key.
The Feel Good Company. They got that right. They do so much for the Detroit community, and I'm so excited to see them work their magic this Thanksgiving.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. 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 Good. Bye-bye.
Okay, do I look pretty?
You look pretty. Always.
Hold on one second.
It's terrible.
Well, that's
That's
perfect.
fine, no problem.